I just, man, doing pro wrestling, like, it was just fun. It was fun. It was lighthearted. Like,
Yeah.
I had fun out there, you know. It wasn't the so serious, like go out and kill people. It was you know, very
But I
fun.
could
Like,
tell,
go out and enjoy
like
it.
you said, you go hard though, and you could tell it
Yes.
in your matches that you were, very serious about this. And a lot of guys that make that crossover, or celebrities, et cetera, that make the crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like we just saw it at WrestleMania with Bad Bunny. That dude looked amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how much training he put in, but he looked
Mm-hmm.
incredible, especially for being a guy that's, a singer. Who would have expected him to put on a
Yeah.
performance like that? And I felt like you were having those performances as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you really stuck out because you really took it to heart. You go down and you train in Mexico, right? So what was that process like, getting down there, training, and the whole lucha libre, like all that? What was that like?
Was I like, dude? It was one of the best experiences I've ever had.
Was it an easy transition for you? It's like kind of like Kurt Angle, right? So Kurt Angle, they say he was like one of the fastest learners,
Yeah.
and like it was so easy for him to make that transition. Was it pretty much the same with you? Like you could kind of get it pretty quickly?
Yeah, especially with the lucha for sure.
Yeah.
It's very much like wrestling, you know. It's fast paced. It's acrobatic. It flows, you know. It
Yeah.
flows and stuff. So yeah, like I had like 2 months of training before I did Triple Mania, which is the big Triple A's big show.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working on some stuff that I thought like they might want me to do. Like, I don't know, it was confusing, you know? And then I got there to the show. They were like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to do lucha stuff, which stuff that I wasn't even practicing. Like, I've never even done. And I practiced it all the day before, dude. The Rana, the fucking flips, all that shit. And they're like, do you want to do this? I'm like, I don't know. You just tell me if I can do it. I'll try it, and you can tell me if I can do it out when I go out there.
Were they expecting like just like a hard nosed like MMA style? Is that what they were expecting like from you? Were they pretty surprised that you wanted to do all the Ranas and so you're saying they were surprised by that?
They're surprised. That's what I told them that I wanted to do. I mean, I could have gone out there and done like MMA stuff, but it'd be too just boring for me. You know, I would like to like push myself a little bit, surprise some people. I surprised them very much, and then so Psycho Clown was my teammate out there, my tag team partner. Okay. He was the one who was telling me to do all the lucha stuff.
Yeah,
and Carlos he's the guy that does all the matches and stuff, and he was like
the promoter. Yeah,
Conan, you know Conan?
Yeah, of course.
Conan So he was the one, like, he was like, I don't know about this, but Psycho was like, man, do it. If you want to do it. So we did, man, and it all worked out, and went out that night and the next night, and we did it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was so fun.
Yeah, so you end up doing the Saudi Arabia show at WWE, working alongside Rey Mysterio, which is kind of like a fantasy, team up. You know what I'm saying? Having Rey Mysterio and Cain Velasquez on the same team. I will say this, as exciting as it was, and maybe it's because I've been a little disconnected from the product a little bit, but obviously I tuned in to watch your stuff and to see what happened in your matchups. But it seemed like you taking on Brock Lesnar, and when you first showed up, it was a big deal, but it maybe should have got even more fanfare. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's a big moment, bro. Like, considering what went down, obviously you knocking him across the cage in the UFC, you show up, and it almost, in my opinion, kind of flew under the radar a little bit, like from a macro field. Like, were you happy with the way everything turned out, or were you wanting something a little bit bigger?
Bigger, obviously. Yeah, bigger. It's just the scenario that I was in, at that moment, not having any experience, in that world. And like with COVID hitting and everything else, like there's no, like I couldn't go in anymore. And I need to go in and be developed, right? In this sport, right? If you want a certain type of if you want a certain product out of me, like I could produce, but you got to give me time because I've never done this before.
Of course.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like never. So I just need time. I need to be in there and, you know, practicing and just make this second nature, right? Where I'm not even thinking, you know, like when I'm out there, like when in fighting and training, like I don't think, I just know what to do from what I see. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. Fucking thinking so much that it's like you can tell I'm thinking. So
Yeah.
it's just development. That's it, man. Taking some time, development. But the lucha, because it's a different style, it translates for me a lot better and smoother.
Yeah.
Right now. And I love watching it and I love doing it too. Like that's sort of like a wrestling, you know. And I'm actually doing a show in December as well for AAA again. So,
okay, yeah, that's all I was about to ask you. So, you know, what's the future hold? Like, it sounds like you really do enjoy yourself out there. So, obviously, there's a future in that, and you know, crowds are coming back, which is an amazing thing, and it seems like things are sort of trending closer to normal, which is a good thing. Is, you know, obviously AAA is amazing. Do you feel like you'd be happy if that's kind of where it landed and you just did the AAA thing, or do you want to find your way back to WWE or an AEW, which is surging right now? Is that something that you would love to see in the cards, like further down the line?
So for me, I love the AAA, and I'm gonna keep doing that right now. I love WWE as well. I love all it, but no, I first got to develop myself.
Yeah.
In that way, in order for me to go out there and stuff, you know what I mean? Like that needs to be first. Then from there, it's like, well, whatever you kind of want to do, you know.
That's good though. I mean, it's good that it's good that, you know, at least for me, like to hear you say that makes me feel good, because I could tell there's going to be a future for you, man, and that, you know, you want to get better at it, and it's not just a one-off, because obviously going to Saudi Arabia is a huge paycheck. You know, that's a big deal to go over there, and you could have just called it quits and said, hey, I marked it off the bucket list. I wrestled Brock in Saudi Arabia. That's a pretty big moment, and that'd have been it. But it sounds like the competitor in you is not going to let that die down, and we're going to see more Cain Velasquez in wrestling. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'll keep doing it, man. I'm going to keep doing some stuff out there, you know, just have fun with it, you know, just have fun with all of it, whatever I kind of want to get into and feel like I can kind of contribute something. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man.